Hey guys, I have finally gotten around to finishing almost all of last season's anime. Now, there's only one series that I haven't yet finished, and that is Stella no Maho. Now, there were 19 anime that I watched last season, minus Stella. So I'll eventually get around to finishing that within this week. So I've decided to make this quick and do one or two sentences to do a quick review on each series that I have watched. And in no particular order, we'll start off with Brave Witches. Now, it's basically a copy of Strike Witches Season 1. CG parts were jarring when placed on a 2D background. Next up we have Drifters. It's from the creator of Hellsing, and you could tell by the art style and character design. There's going to be a second season, so I can't wait for that. Mahou Shoujo Ikusei Keikaku. It tries to be a Madoka style magical girl anime without the trippiness of the backgrounds. Now there's little to no story or character development at all from what I watched. Shumatsu no Izeta. Now it's set in a alternate World War II with magic. There was a fair amount of shoujo ai between Fine and Zeta that didn't go anywhere. Occultic 9 is of course an occult style anime that about curses and paranormal. Now there's a twist that shows up fairly early, and it focuses on a group suicide. Anitori XX is the same as the season 1. Now since there's season 1 was called X, second season XX, you know where it's going. Will it be called Triple X? Girlish Number, where are we? Girlish Number is a Seiyu anime that is pretty bland. There was a bit of character development and background shown, but otherwise fairly boring. Low storage inside of Wixos. Now it's the third series in the Wixos series, third anime in the Wixos universe that focuses on a different main character story. There's going to be a second season, much like the first, which was called the Selector series. Saiki Kuso Sainan. Now this started in summer, but it only just finished up. Now it's basically a gag anime, so most eps don't have a overlying story except for the main character being psychic trying to be normal. Showboy Rock's second season is much like the first, and there's basically cute kimono mimi girls trying to save their friends and the world. Getsuyobi no Tallulah. It's an anime about what happens in the town called Tallulah. Main character seems to be girls that have rather large boobs. Now, F14, which I believe could have been an OVA, references this. Trickster is another take on the 20 Faces villain from Edogawa. Now this time it's set in a version of Tokyo at least 10 to 15 years after the Olympics. Now, 20 Faces is voiced by Gact, who also did the opening to the series. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 2 is a continuation from Season 1, this time adding a new guild to fight against, and those new guild members are based off of Western authors. Kaiju Girls is a anime about girls that can transform into different kaiju. Now, it looked like it had a very small budget after getting voice actors, so there was very little story after that. Keijo is a sports anime with all about fighting with T and A. Now, it makes fun of the sports anime genre in general, but it also takes itself very seriously with all the training aspects and tropes and everything. Pretty much the opposite for Yuri on Ice. Whereas Yuri on Ice is basically fan service for girls, Keijo, fan service for guys. Next up we have Kitaro Shonen no Yokai Iniki. It's a short-length anime that it's about some yokai presented like a picture diary, hence the name. Maho Shoujo Nante mo ii desu kara is the second season, which is of course the second season of a magical girl anime where the main character was reluctant to become one and embarrassed by transformation. Now, this can be easily watched with the first season in less than 90 minutes. Okusama ga Seito Kaicho second season is more of the same of season 1, more misunderstandings and awkward situations. And finally, Pochod's Udon World is the Feels anime for fall 2016. Now, it started strong, but with the final 2 episodes, it ended weakly. Now, there is some good art style and characters. A good series to watch if you're needing some feels.